I've been waiting for this one for a long time. I adored the first season of Arcane, and I've been waiting for another. And I have no problem with how long it's taken. Like, take as much time as you want. Side note, like, people are countering my complaint that the new Doctor Who season doesn't have enough episodes with like, yeah, but we're getting new seasons, within a year every time. I'll wait a little longer for something that's gonna have a better overall season structure. And I'm happy to wait as long as it takes for something that was this good and this gorgeous. Now, I think I actually saw somewhere that this is gonna be the final season, which sad, but probably for the best. If they're ending it here, they probably know what they're doing. Or at least I hope so. That first season was phenomenal. But let's take a look.
Your council is dead.
You walk along the edge of danger.
Yeah, Jinx made a mess.
Must be met with wrath.
Big shock on the warpath.
You will have justice.
Oh, Caitlin. Did Vi actually side with the... Oh, crap.
I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx.
Yeah. Oh, all the chaos. Oh, God, it's so gorgeous.
And neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
Oh. Whoa.
My sister is gone.
I mean, if that's how you have to move, that's how you have to move forward, Vi, I get it, but oh man. Oh.
Jinx!
Let's see her.
The name right. Sister.
Let me see her. Yes! Oh! Oh, I have been waiting for this for so long. I don't normally do reactions to trailers that short. Like, normally, if it's not at least 2 full minutes, I'm not going to do it. And this thing was barely a minute 30, and because of 15 seconds of it is just the back end, with the Netflix ident and all that. But oh, this show understands character dynamics so well, and pushing Vi to formally sign up with the people that Jinx has, yes, absolutely done something messed up to. Because, yeah, there was a shot at peace, and she blew it up. Granted, she didn't know that was what was going on when she blew it up, but she still blew it up. And I'm not sure it would have stopped her if she had known. And it's going to be a lot. It's going to be intense. And I think the idea of having this be the final season and bringing this story to a close, I think that's probably the right call. Because ultimately, for all the stuff going on, and there's plenty of stuff going on in the show. It wasn't the first season, looks to be now. But ultimately, this is the story of Vi and Jinx. And that's not a story you can string out indefinitely. And I think it's probably better to approach that with here's the story we need to tell, and zero in on that. Because the risk of trying to stretch out even a 3rd season out of this would be something along the lines of, either just cutting a story in half and not having an actual ending point at the end of the season, just having a to be continued. Oh, we haven't fully resolved it yet. And you can't kick the can down the road very far doing that. And it can feel very artificial, especially for something as focused as Arcane has been up to this point. Or the alternative is you resolve the story however that happens to be, but that you keep going anyway, in which case, what are we even doing here? That you did the story that this thing was telling. And it doesn't look like it's doing either of those. So it looks like we're dealing with season 1. Again, lots of other stuff going on, but primarily a story about the fracture and what happened between Vi and Jinx. And the end of season 1 was the definitive line in the sand being drawn and being like, they can't fix this. This is broken. And one of the things I love about Jinx as a character is I think it would be inaccurate and reductive to call Jinx evil. That being said, she is dangerous. And if Vi is going to make the call, not that, oh, my sister's evil, but just that my sister is dangerous and this has to stop, I think that's there. I think there's a lot of good conflict there. I think it's a solid step for her character. So now that we've had the end of season 1, which gave us the, this is never going to be okay. Now, Vi has to try and bring it to some kind of end. Probably a unpleasant one. Oh, I've complained about other shows basically being Trauma the series. Like, Arcane is Trauma the series, but Arcane, honestly, when I break it down, is doing so many things that I otherwise complain about. Having a villain whose primary motivator is you abandoned me. I hate that most of the time. It's reductive and it's overused. In general, just the whole dynamic of what's going on between those characters, and it's a conflict with a immediate ally, and there's all this trauma. Everybody's got trauma. Nobody can be okay. Normally that stuff grates on me, but I think Arcane is a reminder for me that I don't dislike this stuff inherently. I dislike it because most of the time it isn't well done. Shows like Arcane remind me of why it's important that people not fully give up on these ideas, because sometimes you can still do them right. I'm psyched for this. I can't wait for this. What did you think of this trailer? Whatever your thoughts are about it, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Patreon pays the bills and enables me to do this as my living. Even if you can't help me out that way, like, share, subscribe, perhaps. Don't worry too much about it, though. We take a relaxed attitude around here, so you can just come on back next time you need a break. And now to thank my highest supporting patrons: Robin Moore, Zubin Lutfula, Goddess Elida, Oliver B., Melissa Pedersen, Tarak, the thing that goes joint in the anime, Jean Foray, Ulrich Bogdan, Loki Eris, Linda Walters, Jen, Auntie Kate 808, Becky Sparks, Renabulax the Poodle, Tracy Scrabbit, Angry Casperol, Dave Hall, Quite Bearish, Rosalind Bennett, Toku Bluhuvian, Palba Rabajagal, and Mara G. If you'd like to hear your name in the credits, or even just see them, there are rewards on the Patreon, so maybe check those out.